All right, welcome everyone to a windy night here at Valley Heights. I'm Ryan Ehrlich, joined by Toerber.
Yes, it is a huge game tonight. We have Tessa Bigham running the live stream, and Aubrey Umscheid is the camera girl tonight. We are excited to do this for you all.
All right, you might be thinking this is deja vu if you aren't familiar with our game last year. So we met up with Medicine Lodge in the sectional round, dropping that game to them 48-30. So you know that's fresh in the mind of our boys tonight. Valley Heights is receiving the ball. And it looks like, I believe Jaden Dewalt will be back to receive the kickoff.
Yeah, many people have been saying this is the revenge match of the year. So we're excited for what tonight has.
Medicine Lodge is lining up to kick. Number 12, Dominic Vieira, is kicking the ball tonight. They kick it, squib kick down the middle. Valley Heights takes it right up the middle.
Logan Gray is going.
A seam.
Good run by Logan Gray.
Yes, Logan Gray taking it out to the 46-yard line. So that is definitely a big start for the Mustangs. All right, Mustangs under center. Looks like running triple option tonight. And he hands it off to Jaden Dewalt, it looks like. And he is swallowed up by a pack of Indians. That will be second and looks like 8. Back Shanks under center again, man in motion. Handed off down the middle. Looks like
Logan Gray.
Logan Gray getting nothing there from the looks of it.
We've had a pretty strong offensive line this year, so we're excited to see what all of that pays off for tonight.
Yep, hopefully all the time in the new weight room is going to pay off as we go into the night. Third and 7. Looks like they did give us a yard on that play there. In the gun, man in motion. Mac Shanks drops back.
Oh, he's going for the pass. Oh.
And it's picked off by number 35 from Medicine Lodge. That is Dakota Evans with the pick there.
Defense is going in.
That is definitely going to cause a shift in the game early on. We'll see how the Mustangs can come back from that.
Yeah.
It's like Valley Heights. Oh, and we jump. It's like encroachment on Valley Heights. We were trying to jump the snap and just couldn't keep it bottled up.
Shoot.
That'll move it to 1st and 5 for Medicine Lodge. You can tell they're fired up. They're ready to go. They got to stay disciplined this early in the game.
Yeah, totally.
Sending the blitz again. They sneak it up the middle. They bump out to the side. And Mustangs are able to force him out of bounds. Medicine Lodge's quarterback there with the carry, Kavion Ruiz. I apologize if I butchered your name. He is going to be the man to stop tonight.
Yeah, last year, the game, he kind of dominated the game last year. So the boys have been talking all week about stopping him. Hopefully it happens tonight.
It's under center again with the sneak, and the Mustangs are able to stop him this time.
That's a big pushback. Wow.
It is a big push there. Second and 9 for Medicine Lodge, getting up to the line. Looks like they're going to take it under center again. Pitching out to the side, looking to get an angle there, and the Mustangs are able to stop him. Looks like they were able to get the first down there.
Tackled by number 21, Jaden DeWalt.
On the stop, number 21, Jaden DeWalt. 22-yard line, 1st and 10.
Ball on the 22, 1st and 10 for the Indians. Snap under center, dropping back for the pass, and he looks like he has some men open. Hits the crossing route, and the Mustangs stop him about a half-yard short from the first down. That was a good single tackle there.
Number 2, Caden Dummermuth.
Second and 1, and you gotta think they are running a sneak here. And he hands it off to the fullback. He bounces it outside, hits the edge, and takes it down to about the 3 or 4 yard line. And it looks like they did get the push there to get the touchdown. So that will be 6-0 Medicine Lodge as long as they give that. Well, looks like they actually stopped them
barely
just
short.
So there is a lucky break for the Mustangs. They've got a chance to hold this Medicine Lodge team, but they are going to have to stand strong.
Let's see what our defensive line can do.
Looks like they're setting up for a big push, and there goes the sneak.
Oh.
They may have stopped him. Medicine Lodge, there's the referee signaling touchdown. So that is the first score of the game, goes to Medicine Lodge after the interception. Medicine Lodge lining up to go for 2, taking it from the gun. And a quarterback draw. They find a hole for the 2-point conversion. That will make it Medicine Lodge 8, Valley Heights 0.
Valley Heights is going to have to come back from this one. They need to start off strong.
That's right. Max Shanks is going to have to get the offense fired up and ready to go, so we can stay out of those 3rd and long situations, putting us at risk of throwing interceptions. Looks like Jaden DeWalt and Logan Gray are back to receive this kickoff from Medicine Lodge. Hopefully they can get us off to another good start on this drive.
Yeah, both of them have done a great job receiving this year.
We've really been a dangerous team on the kickoff.
Yeah.
We've started lots of games with good field position.
Pretty big kick. Logan Gray on the run.
And he finds
He's going.
a seam, and he is dragging a man with him. We are up to the 47-yard line, if I can count.
Once again, a great return for the Mustangs.
Mustangs are lined up, 2 wideouts. Takes the snap, throws a quick out.
Straight to Caden Dummermuth. He's running. Gets a pretty good gain.
He's just short of the first down. Looks like it'll be 2nd and 2 as a good pickup for the Mustangs.
Advanced inside. The Indians 45. It'll be 2nd and 2.
The hand up. Oh, the keeper with the option out the side. Pitch goes to Jaden DeWalt. Looking for
Goes
the
up
edge.
the sideline.
Is forced out of bounds by Medicine Lodge. As a big pickup, that puts us on the Medicine Lodge 34, 33-yard line, somewhere around there. First and 10 Mustangs in Medicine Lodge territory for the first time. Mac Shanks under center. He hands it off to Logan Gray. Gets a couple up the middle there.
You know what? Last year, this game, senior Max Shanks tore his ACL. This is a big return for him. So,
yep, he means business. He is back and ready to show the Indians what he means on the field. Shanks keeping it, pitching out to Jaden DeWalt. He outruns his man on the edge, and he looks like he may just about do it. Gets brought down at the 4-yard line. A great run by Jaden DeWalt and Mac Shanks.
First and goal, Mustangs.
And there goes the handoff to DeWalt, and he found his way in. Touchdown, Mustangs. That brings the score to 6-8. We will see if we will go for 2 to tie the score up. Shanks under center. And some little trickery trying to do a counter play, and the Indians read it and swallow up the Mustangs there. That leaves our score 6-8, Medicine Lodge. It's a strong drive there for the Mustangs, being led by Jaden DeWalt and Mac Shanks. So Jaden DeWalt last week had 146 yards with 3 touchdowns, kind of paving our way to the win. So he's led our offense for rushing all season with 1,394 yards and 22 touchdowns. Alongside him, though, have been Logan Gray, tallying up 702 yards and 5 touchdowns, and Max Shanks, who's ran for 6 touchdowns, including that extra passing threat with 776 yards and 13 passing touchdowns. So we do have a relatively diverse diverse offense, considering we run the triple option a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's a really big senior class. Great leadership. We're going to see how we come back next year from this.
It's like Ben Argenbright lining up for the kickoff for Valley Heights.
Another senior.
And he catches it on the run there, finding a seam. The Mustangs are able to bring him down just short of the 40-yard line.
Pearson and Ekstrom.
Medicine Lodge lining up under center. Taking the snap and sneaking it, looking for a hole.
Looks
And he
like
pushes forward for about 3 yards.
number 11, Logan Gray on the tackle.
Craig on the edge. Gain on the play. Second down.
So as you can probably hear, the wind is picking up on top of the press box here, so we apologize for any wind noise. Medicine Lodge taking it from the pistol. He drops back to pass, looking deep, and he
Pretty big
finds an
pass.
open man, but overthrows him just barely. The Mustangs really lucked out there. Jaden Dewalt there on coverage, would have been able to run him down, but that would have been a big gain for the Indians.
Jaden DeWalt has done a great job on the defensive side this year. We'll see what he can do tonight, continuing that.
He's a very well-rounded player. He's made some important
Yes.
tackles already tonight, keeping the Indians away from some big runs. We'll see if he can keep it up. Third and 6, Medicine Lodge. This is an important down in their own territory. In the pistol again, and the Mustangs
Second one of the
encroach.
night.
That is the second time we've tried to jump the snap and just haven't timed it right. And that definitely makes this third down easier for Medicine Lodge. They have some more options now. Ruiz dangerous both on the ground and in the air, throwing for 897 yards, 11 touchdowns, and rushing for 579 yards and 9 touchdowns. So they have opened up the playbook with that penalty. Looks like he's under center today. Takes the snap, looks out to the edge, and the Mustangs are able to stop him,
back.
pushing him way back.
Great play on the defensive line for the Mustangs.
Absolutely. We dominated them off the snap there and followed him as he tried to hop out to the side. That'll be 4th and 1 for Medicine Lodge. They have a choice to make. They're at midfield. They could take a shot.
The striker also been on the
And it looks like they will. I would expect another quarterback sneak here. Looks like that's what their offensive line is setting up for. And he is
Pushed
stopped.
back once
Pushed
again.
back. Turnover on downs.
Mustang defense is on tonight.
They are. The defensive line, it took some time to warm up, but they have arrived.
Coming off of that, we'll see what the offense can do. They are pretty fired up right now, so.
That's right. See if they can carry that momentum from the last drive. Big 4th down stop. You know they've got to be fired up in the huddle. Mustangs taking over on the 51-yard line. 49-yard line, not 51. Mac Shanks under center. And he keeps it, and they read it perfectly this time. He is stopped behind the line. Looks like a loss of 3.5 about for the Mustangs. That was number 42 from Medicine Lodge, Sawyer Stone, with the tackle there.
Second and third.
And this time he
Looks
gives
like
it away.
Logan Gray has the ball.
Logan Gray finds a seam, gets some of those yards back and more. Putting us at the 46-yard line.
Keller.
Third and 7 Mustangs.
About 3 minutes left of the first quarter.
You got to think they may be planning for 4-down territory here. Just try to get a few yards, make it 4th and short instead of going for it all. Shanks with the pitch to DeWalt, out to the edge.
Going up
Looks
the
like
sideline.
he gets it and a few extra, putting the Mustangs at the 39-yard line. First down, Mustangs.
DeWalt coming in again at crucial moments. He's a great player to run up the sideline.
He steps up exactly when we need him to. And that play gets the Mustang faithful fired up in the stands. Mustangs have 2 wide receivers out on the right wing. Mac
Looks
Shanks
like-
takes the snap, looking to pass.
Going to Roy Shop Ekstrom. Drops the pass.
Now he's not able to pull that in. Pass was a little far for reach for him.
Second and 10.
2nd and 10 for the Mustangs. Valley Heights stepping up to the ball. 2 wideouts out to the right side. Shanks takes the snap, pitches it out to DeWalt, who is looking for the edge. Brought
Taken
down
down.
by number 2 and number 6 from Medicine Lodge. Making it 3rd and manageable.
Ball placed at the 34.
Mustangs on the 34-yard line. Clock just down below 2.5 minutes now. Shanks with the snap. He hands it off to Logan Gray, who is dragging a man behind him,
He-
breaks loose, and it takes a 3rd Indian to pull him down. He is fired up on the field.
Once again, a great run by Gray.
And that moves the chains down the field. Mustangs getting dangerously close to the red zone.
If they keep doing this all night, they're going to have a pretty good game upon them.
We may have a boat race on our hands, but it looks like the Mustang defense may be able to keep the Indians under wraps. Shanks taking the snap, hands it off to DeWalt up the middle for a 3 to 4 yard gain there for the Mustangs. Second and 6. Mustangs still have 2 wide receivers out on the right side, keeping that threat always there. Shank, and looks like the Mustangs were able to draw the Indians off sides there. So that is going to help us to a 3rd and short.
That is the 3rd penalty of the night.
Excuse me, 2nd and short.
with a second and 1.
Shanks is going for it.
Yep, tries to pull it up the middle, and the Mustangs are able to get the first down, moving those chains.
First down.
Looks like the ball is on the 11-yard line. Into the red zone again for the Mustangs. We'll see if they can come away with 6. Shanks takes the snap, he looks out, passes,
Caden Dummermuth is on the run,
makes a man miss, a couple men miss.
just short of the Mustang touchdown.
Brought down on the 1.5-yard line. A big pickup for the Mustangs.
Great throw by senior Max Shanks.
We're just short of the first down, so we have potentially quite a few plays to get into the end zone. Shanks takes the snap, hands it off to DeWalt, and he pushes
He
through
is
for the
good
touchdown.
for a Mustang touchdown.
And we are going to be seeing that Shanks to DeWalt handoff a lot tonight until
Yeah.
the Indians learn how to stop it.
The crowd is fired up. It's going to be a good game.
And with that, the first quarter will run out to an end. Looks like they will let us go for the 2-point attempt before they break for the quarter.
Yeah.
All right, Shanks under center. Gray and DeWalt behind him. Looks like he handed it off to Logan Gray. The Indians were able to stop us again from getting into the end zone for the 2-point try.
Mustangs 12, Medicine Lodge 8.
And we will break briefly for the quarter. All right, welcome back. Mustangs lining up for the kick. Medicine Lodge with 2 men deep to receive it.
Number 55, Ben Argenbright up for the kick.
And a short kick this time, received at the 20-yard line. He's running up the sideline, and the Mustangs get a hold of him at, it looks like, the 37 or 38-yard line. We'll see how Medicine Lodge comes out and responds to that touchdown from the Mustangs.
Number 61, junior Creighton Smith coming in for the defensive line. He has done a great job at holding whatever team it is this year on the line. Very strong athlete for the Mustangs.
He definitely has some of that extra size that the Mustangs may be lacking in some areas. Helps stop up the runs up the middle. Medicine Lodge in the pistol. Takes the snap, looks out to pass. He has a man running a slant across the middle, and he doesn't get the ball up to him. Incomplete for Medicine Lodge. It will be 2nd and 10.
lead, 2nd and 10.
Medicine Lodge trying to draw the Mustangs off sides. It does not work this time. Takes the snap, looking to pass again. And the Mustangs have sent the pressure to him. He's scrambling out to the side. He's able to sneak loose and pick up 1 or 2 yards there, getting them to the 40-yard line.
Sophomore Charlie Warders was just short of that sack there on the Medicine Lodge quarterback.
That was definitely some good pressure by the Mustangs. We can't give them time to set back and throw passes. The Mustang crowd is getting fired up by the cheerleaders, making some noise to support the defense. Medicine Lodge takes a snap, scrambling out to pass. It looks like he may just keep it. Nope, he stops. Looking deep, finds an open man, but he's not able to get it there.
Great defense by the Mustangs.
That was great coverage, great pressure all around there. So it will be 4th down and 8. You got to think they will be punting, and it looks like they are in punt formation. Jaden DeWalt back to receive the punt. We'll see if they actually kick him the ball. They may play it safe. And he snaps it over his head, running back to pick it up. He fumbles the ball there. And the Mustangs may luck out big here, and he kicks it short. And the Mustangs smartly stay away from that ball. That is a negative punt for Medicine Lodge. There's a flag on the play. You would
Huge
expect
play of the night.
that is a huge break. Got to expect a holding call on Medicine Lodge just based on the chaos there. But we'll see what the umpires have for us. Looks like it is on Medicine Lodge based off of where they are pointing. Looks like illegal block in the back by Medicine Lodge, pushing the Mustangs into very favorable field position. Looks like on the 26, 27-yard line.
Yeah, like we said, that was a huge play for the Mustang defense. We're going to see how the Mustang offense comes back to that, see what they can do.
Shanks under center. Hands it off to Logan Gray running up the middle, and he pushes forward for a gain of looks like 5. And that is just all muscle and momentum, dragging those Indians forwards 5 yards. Shanks under center once again. Logan Gray and Jaden DeWalt behind him. And Shanks passes
Hands
it off to Logan Gray again. He's being dragged down from behind. Thinks he might still be up. They didn't blow him dead. And that is touchdown Mustangs. And
Good
it looks like
for a Mustang touchdown.
a horse collar tackle flag if I was going to guess. But that is a big play for the Mustangs. A big effort play by Logan Gray, keeping up until he hears the whistle. And the referees may come back and deliberate on that for a little bit if they thought he was down or not. They're waving out the flag, calling a touchdown, and that is a huge play for the Mustangs.
Very huge. The crowd is fired up, so we will see if they get this second chance opportunity to score.
Yep, we'll see if they can find their way to the end zone for the 2-point conversion for the first time tonight. And we are actually kicking the extra point, and it looks like Medicine Lodge just barely got a sub in time. We had a mistake on the hold there. Just about had a fake for a 2-point conversion. Pass did not connect, though.
Senior Royce Ekstrom on that try.
Have a public service message from the Kansas State High School Activities Association and Valley Heights Video Productions. The Kansas State High School Activities Association conducts officials' rules meetings, training clinics, and workshops throughout the state with a view towards providing a sound educational experience for all athletes. For more information on becoming an official in any sport, contact the Kansas High School Athletic Association at 785-273-5329.
The Valley Heights cheer team is bringing a lot of energy tonight. We appreciate their support. They are looking good.
They're always positive, always ready to fire up the student section and the alumni here at Valley Heights. And you got to think Medicine Lodge might be feeling a little scared right now after how this game has started.
Oh, yeah.
They had a strong start. The Mustangs have answered, and they've answered resoundingly.
Very strong. And I actually think this is the biggest our student section has ever been.
And that is a big statement. Our kids come out and support the team every week. The kick. Oh, and it goes through his hands. And the Mustangs they did just stop him. They almost got their hands on that football. Medicine Lodge will be taking the ball at the 15-yard line after the muff on the kick.
That was a big stop by number 15, Brady DeWalt.
Yes, we have two DeWalts on the field.
Two brothers of the team.
Medicine Lodge with three receivers out on the right side. Quarterback scrambling out to the side, designed run. The Mustangs are going to have to grab onto him and bring him down. And they do just that at the 26-yard line. A big pickup for Medicine Lodge. They're really going to have to start leaning on their quarterback to get some stuff happening on offense. Medicine Lodge in the pistol again. Takes a snap, hands it off to his running back, going up the middle, and the Mustangs are able to swallow that up, only allowing 1 yard on the play.
Another great stop of the night for our Mustang defense.
That'll make it 2nd and 9 for Medicine Lodge. Medicine Lodge with two wide receivers, one on either side. And they're trying to get the Mustangs off sides again. This time it did not work. Takes the snap, running out to the left, looking deep. He's got an open man, and he doesn't connect the pass there. The Mustangs luck out big. That could have gone all the way. That'll make it 3rd and 9 for Medicine Lodge. Big play here in their own territory.
9 minutes and 18 seconds left of the second quarter. And the cheer team is getting the crowd fired up right now.
Medicine Lodge coming up to the ball. In the pistol, trips left, takes the snap. Looks like looking for a receiver. They get the shallow route just short of the first down. That'll be fourth and 1 rather for Medicine Lodge. They have a big choice to make here.
Tackled by senior number 23, Royce Ekstrom.
And it looks like the offense is staying out on the field, but we'll see when they break the huddle. They're going for it. Under center, expecting sneak. They're lined up like they're running up the middle, and it looks like a timeout will be called by Medicine Lodge. They're going to think this one over. We have another public service message from the Kansas High School Activities Association. Imagine you debating or marching before hundreds of people. Kansas high school students have been debating and performing spectacular marching halftimes since school started. You're invited to support the fall activity programs of your school. Attend a game, volunteer to judge, a debate, enjoy a music program. And let me tell you, it is getting colder as the night has progressed, the wind biting more and more.
It is cold, but I will say nothing compares to last week's game. That was horrible.
That is right.
Freezing rain.
Last week, freezing rain, a downpour in the fourth quarter. I'm ashamed to say I was happy and warm at home watching the score on Facebook, but happily here now broadcasting live.
Yes.
Handoff up the middle. And the Mustangs look like they stopped them. We'll see where they mark it. And it's going to be close. It looks like they may have given them the position there. I think they're going to talk it over. They're bringing out the chains to see how close they are there.
The Mustang defense just continues to be so strong tonight. We're going to see if they can continue this for the rest of the game.
Yep, it did not look like they got anywhere, but it's up to where they spotted him, and they give him the first down. He must have just gotten over. That is a big pickup for Medicine Lodge. Gives them another shot here. Medicine Lodge lining up. One receiver on either side. One man in the backfield with the quarterback in the pistol. Actually, 2 men in the backfield. Quarterback under center. With the handoff to the running back there. And it looks like a ball may have popped loose. Looks like Medicine Lodge recovered it if they did, in fact, fumble it. Hard to tell from up here on the press box, but the Mustang defense reacted like that ball came loose. That makes it 2nd and 7 for the Indians.
That was a great stop by number 44, James Bulkind.
Medicine Lodge in the pistol. Takes a snap, running out to the right. Looks like a designed run. Lead blocker ahead of him. The Mustangs are able to shut him down just short of the first down, forcing Medicine Lodge to another 3rd and short situation.
Taken down by number 23, Royce Ekstrom, and number 2, Caden Dubbermuth, both seniors of the team.
And that was a good stop. When they got there, they stopped him dead and started pushing him back. So a good defensive play there by the Mustangs. Medicine Lodge lining up. 3 men in the backfield. 1 off to the right. The handoff to the fullback there, and he gets nowhere. Maybe a half yard.
He is taken down by senior number 11, Logan Gray, once again. And the coaches and players on the sideline are bringing up the energy. They are getting into this game.
Yes, they're definitely getting fired up there, getting the crowd fired up. The seniors tonight for the Mustangs have showed up, and they are ready. They are not done playing this year. 4th and 1 for Medicine Lodge. Another big 4th down play. We'll see what they have cooked up this time. Lined up under center, 2 men behind him. Takes the snap and whistle blown dead. Flag on the play. Looks like a flag on Medicine Lodge. A 5-yard penalty there, making it 4th and 6. And it looks like they're setting up to punt. Jaden Dewalt going back to receive it. We'll see how this snap goes. They got to be nervous after the last one. Another high snap. He's able to hold on to it this time. And a punt deep to Jaden Dewalt, who's just going to let it roll. Punted down to the 25-yard line. This will be probably the longest field for the Mustangs all night.
The defensive line for the Mustangs have shown up tonight. That was a great defensive time for the Mustangs.
They've definitely done a good job of forcing Medicine Lodge out to the side. They haven't gotten many big gains up the middle, which is a big difference from last year. Mustangs under center, Max Shanks with a sneak. He's keeping it and he's pushing forward. It's a good push by the Mustang offensive line. Taking it out to the 29, maybe the 30-yard line, making it 2nd and 6. Shanks under center, 2 wide receivers out to the right. He hands it off to Logan Gray. He's not able to get much this time. The Indians were there to stop him. I think they've made some adjustments after those big gains last drive. This may be an opportunity for Dewalt or even some yards to be gained through the air for the Mustangs. It's like Tristan Pearson out on the left side of the field, closest to the camera. Mustangs drawing Medicine Lodge into an encroachment. That will get them the first down if that is the case. And it looks like it is. That'll put the Mustangs on the 37-yard line with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Shanks under center, Pearson out to the left. Shanks keeps it this time. Dewalt there, and he holds on to it. He's stopped by some Indians, and they were kind of late on the whistle there. But it is football. That kind of stuff happens. Second and 6 for the Mustangs. Shanks under center. This time he keeps it, and he's able to scoot forward for a gain of 2, maybe a gain of 3. Looks like gain of 3. Medicine Lodge doing a much better job of covering up the run this drive. This will be a big third down. And a quarterback keeper up the middle. Looks like the line got a good push. It's going to be, looks like 4th and inches.
Great push by the Mustang offensive line.
Based on their performance, this 4th down try may be no doubt, but we'll see what Medicine Lodge can cook up to stop them. And they're bringing the chains out to take a look at it. Another close measurement. The Valley Heights crowd fired up about a 1st down a little early, but we'll see how the measurement comes out. And it looks like a 1st down from here, and they give it to them.
Huge play for the Valley Heights Mustangs.
Absolutely. That'll give them the opportunity to continue running the clock this 2nd quarter, potentially not even giving the ball back to Medicine Lodge until the 2nd half. Of course, the kick will go to Medicine Lodge in the 3rd quarter. Shanks under center, Pearson out to the left. Takes the snap, hands it off to Logan Ray. There's a huge hole, and he's off to the races. One man to beat, and he does. Touchdown Mustangs. What a play.
Great play by senior Logan Gray.
Could not have been a bigger gap for him to run through. A great read by Max Shanks on the triple option, and a great job by the Mustang offensive line opening up that hole.
The crowd is on their feet. That was a great play by the Mustangs. We'll see what they can do in this play.
We'll see if we can finally make it in for a 2-point conversion. Takes a snap, rolls out to pass. He's got an open man, broken up by the Indians. Good defensive play there by their corner, and keeps the Mustangs away from that 2-point conversion. It's a great offensive drive by the Mustangs. The Indians are not down and out yet. They still have another opportunity this 2nd quarter to score. If they can pull that off and get the ball back, they are still right here in the game.
About 2 minutes and 53 seconds left of the 2nd quarter.
Looks like the Valley Heights cheer team is doing an interesting routine down there. Always amping up their routines this year.
The Valley Heights cheer team has gone to multiple camps over the summer. They show a lot of hard work outside football and basketball season, and it shows.
If you've been following Keeping Up with the Mustangs, earlier this year we did an article on them. They are all about stunts now,
Yes.
and they have been adding new stunts every single chance they get. Number 55, Ben Argenbright, setting up for the kick. You know, after the last kickoff, the Mustangs are going to be sending the heat, hoping for another muffed kick. Medicine Lodge fields it. They're at the 30-yard line, finding the edge. Mustangs are able to bring him down. A big pack of Mustangs bring him down at the 37-yard line. It's a good return there for Medicine Lodge. Looks like Maddox O'Toole recovering the tee after the kickoff down there. A big part of our video production crew at Valley Heights, along with everyone else.
The student section is getting fired up. They are starting We Will Rock You down there. It's getting the crowd fired up. We're excited to see what the last few minutes of the second quarter holds for the Mustangs.
Medicine Lodge in the pistol, 2 wide receivers on the right side. Takes the snap, running out to the left. Looks like another design run. 2 lead blockers, and a great one-on-one tackle in the open field. If he made it through there, they may have gone all the way.
Great stop by senior number 23, Royce Ekstrom, once again.
It sounds like his name has come up a lot here on defense, making big plays. The 8-yard gain for Medicine Lodge. They take the snap, pitching it out to their running back. The Mustangs look like they're there. Medicine Lodge able to push forward and get the first down.
Taken down by all 3 seniors, Logan Gray, Caden Dummermuth, and Royce Ekstrom.
Number 32, Brax Farr on the run there, who has also had a pretty good season for the Indians, totaling up 676 yards before this game and 9 rushing touchdowns. Ruiz misses the snap, falls on it before the Mustangs can get there to capitalize, but a big loss for Medicine Lodge. That puts them back to the 38-yard line. Making it 2nd and 22 for Medicine Lodge. Taking the snap from the pistol, 2 wide receivers deep out to the left. The snap, running out to the left. He's got several receivers out there. He's not able to find any of them. He tucks the ball and runs, making up a lot of that lost yardage. That'll make it 3rd and 11 for Medicine Lodge. They'll be looking for a big play here to keep this drive alive. 52 seconds on the clock, so they got to be quick. They're probably going to be looking to the air this down. The crowd getting fired up. And it looks like a timeout called by Valley Heights. Looks like they didn't like what they were seeing with their coverages.
The cheer team is doing a classic cheer for the Mustang family. It is called Shawana. And if you are a local alumni here, you know this cheer.
Medicine Lodge lining up in the pistol once again. 2 wide receivers out to the right. Running out to the right. Looks like the Mustangs bring some pressure, and they're able to get the pass off, but it looks like he's going to be spotted about a yard short from the first down marker. It's a big pickup from Medicine Lodge. And a timeout called by Medicine Lodge.
37 seconds left of the quarter.
1 yard short.
Medicine Lodge taking the snap under center, 4th and 1. He tosses it out to his running back, who gets the edge for the first down, keeping their touchdown hopes alive on this drive. Looked like the run there was by Brax Farr. They take the snap, dropping back to pass. Ruiz throws it across the middle of the field, and they're not able to hold on to that pass. Durham Nittler on the target there, not able to hold that ball when it got to him. Stepping back to pass once again. Got several open men, and a double move gets them open across the middle of the field there. First down, Medicine Lodge. It's like another pass to Durham Nittler. He's able to bring this one in. Big gain for the Indians.
Clock is running about 15 seconds left of the quarter.
Medicine Lodge takes snap, drops back to pass again. Across the middle, Nittler, and he is not able to hold that in. Almost reeled in by Royce Ekstrom of the Mustangs.
Huge defensive stop.
That was big. That would have been a dangerous reception, running across the field full speed like that. Ruiz in the pistol. Takes the snap. 4 wide receivers going out. Running back going out. The Mustang pressure gets to him, though, bringing him down behind the line of scrimmage. Another sack for the Mustangs.
Taken down by senior number 55, Ben Argenbright. And number 54, Charlie Warders.
The Indians call another timeout, stopping the clock with 5.1 seconds left in the first half. Looks like they will have 1, maybe 2 shots at the end zone if they are very quick.
Mustang defense is on tonight.
The stop here is big. That stops the Indians from having a shot at 2 scoring drives in a row coming out of the first half.
Here at halftime, the Valley Heights video production, Keeping Up with the Mustangs, will premiere on here, so stay tuned to watch that.
Medicine Lodge lining up. 2 wide receivers out to the left, 1 on the right. Takes the snap, dropping back to pass. Ruiz pressure on him. Ball is loose. And the Mustangs are there to swallow up the running back who picked the ball up. A huge stop and a huge end to the first half for the Mustangs.
Huge defensive play by number 55, Ben Argenbright, once again.
That is some big energy for the Mustangs to take into halftime. We will see how Medicine Lodge comes back and responds when they get the ball back in the third quarter. So we will break for halftime. Like Ann said, we will be watching this week's Keeping Up with the Mustangs.
Where is everyone? look in the closet. Oh my God.
Welcome back to Keeping Up with the Mustangs. This week is Buffer Week.
Do you know what is also this week?
What is it, Devin?
This Friday, the boys take on Medicine Lodge, a revenge match.
Yes, so be sure to come and support the Mustangs at 6. And be loud.
All students must pay.
So now, let's see the football boys bust a move.
Michael Jackson, I'ma beat it. Game undefeated. She look.
Whenever you tell me I'm pretty, that's when the hunger really hits me.
Charge. I just got back with my ex. Bitch, he said he's sorry. That's my man. Give me head. Top.
Do me a favor, call me jerk one more time.
You're a jerk.
I know.
You're a jerk.
I know.
You're a jerk.
I know.
You're a jerk.
When you treat her like your number one baby.
Our first senior spotlight of the week is Ann Toerber.
I'm here with Ann Toerber for the Senior of the Week segment. Ann, can you tell us what your favorite high school memory was?
I think probably state basketball 2024 when Maggie, Tessa, Paige, and I shared a room and we got a noise complaint.
Can you tell us what you plan on doing after high school? A little bit. Let's dig into that.
I want to be a sports broadcaster and reporter.
And I found recently 6th grade notes that we have. Can you tell us a little bit about what that one says from 6th grade?
So in 6th grade, it says right here, I wanted to be an orthodontist.
Is that true? Does that still hold up?
No, I think I was just obsessed with the money part, but I'm interested in other things now.
Money is nice.
Yeah.
Back to you guys.
Kay did an amazing job at our Veterans Day program last Friday.
Now let's hear from our K's officer and Mrs. Gallimore.
K stands for Kansas Association of Youth. K stands for Kansas Association of Youth. K stands for Kansas Association for Youth, and it's a service-based organization. K does a lot of things. We do a lot of community outreach and giving back to the community on the level of we give back to the school, the community, and the world. Some of the things K's does, we do the Fall Festival, Veterans Day, and then we also do a lot of community help projects. We do a lot of different events. Mainly, we are a part of Fall Fest, Veterans Day, and Wear Formal, but we partner with Stuco and do other things like the Incentive Day. K's and Back to Schools because we do a lot for the school, both for the whole district, for the high school, middle school, and for the elementary, just different events that we host, along with the community and making connections with our community. I think K's impacts the school because it helps kids be better in the community and like act better. And then we also have like the SAFE program, and that's making sure everyone stays safe and wears their seatbelt. Click it or ticket. A lot of students are involved in K's, and it's kind of just something that like everyone wants to do, and it's just a big organization where everyone can help and give back to their community and their school.
Okay. Life planning is a very important class we have at Valley Heights.
Some of our students are going to tell us a little about it.
Bella, what are you most scared about for the baby this weekend?
Probably having to wake up in the middle of the night and just, I'm scared that I'm not going to wake up since I sleep pretty well, but yeah.
So when's the last time you held a newborn baby?
3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, something like that.
So you have a lot of experience with babies.
Yeah, because I babysit kids.
Yeah. What do you think you're going to take out of this project? Like, what are the lessons you're going to learn?
Well, just have the experience of like what a teen mom would be, which I'm never gonna be one. But yeah, it'll just give you the experience of like what it is and how you don't want to have kids for a while.
Hey guys, it's Faye. We're going to talk about my recent experience of taking home a robotic baby for human growth and development.
Okay, Faye. What was the baby's name that you took home?
Oh, I honestly don't remember. Franny. It was Franny Chloe. No, Franny Suzanne after Chloe.
Oh, how nice of you. So you named it after Chloe Gunn.
I did, the middle name at least.
Okay. All right. And was it a boy or a girl?
It was a sweet little baby girl.
Did she cry during the night?
Uh-huh. A lot.
Do you have trauma? Like, does it make you not ever want to be a mom? Or does it encourage you?
I definitely still want to be a mom, but like after I gave the baby away after my weekend, like there were noises in the classroom. People would talk or like they would like it reminded me of the baby, and I would just like freeze and be like, "Where is it? I need to go get it." Like swear, like I was literally like hearing the noises.
Oh wow! What advice would you give Bella?
You need to learn the cries. It's like for the bottle, the diaper, the burping, all that. Like you can tell, and it's a lot easier to do it. You can get it in like 5 seconds.
Thanks so much for your time today.
Our second senior spotlight this week is Tessa Miller.
I'm here with Tessa Miller, senior at Valley Heights High School. Tessa, can you tell me what your favorite high school memory is?
My favorite high school memory is of when state basketball last year, our room just had a blast and basketball was just so much fun. So,
and can you tell me, what do you plan on doing after high school?
I plan on attending Bella's Academy and gonna do hair and nails.
So the idea is hair and nails. Now, the card I have here kind of says otherwise. Can you tell me what it says?
My dream is to be a veterinarian.
And we wrote those in 6th grade. Does that surprise you any, or?
Not really, because it was one of my decisions, like, in the past, like, I wanted to be, but I guess it changed.
Alrighty, thank you. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Back to you guys.
Thanks for watching Keeping Up with the Mustangs.
Be sure to tune in next week to see what is happening with our Mustang family.
Welcome back, everyone. We are nearing the third quarter here for the matchup between Medicine Lodge and the Valley Heights Mustangs. Currently 24-8, the Mustangs have the lead, and they have had the initiative for most of the game. So the Medicine Lodge, coached by Nick Schmidt, with assistant coaches Shane Hahn, James Manning, and Mark Coley. They've definitely had a kind of turnaround a couple of years. They had several years of some struggling football teams, but the last 2 years they have showed up strong. Since their back-to-back losses earlier this season against Conway Springs and Sterling, they have gone on a 5-game winning streak. Last week taking out Smith Center in overtime, 22-20. Oh, sorry, that was over Hutchison, actually. They upset Smith Center at the start of the playoffs. So, you know there's still some fight in that team. They're not just going to turn over and die. They're going to show up and try to punch the Mustangs in the mouth at the start of this third quarter. Our Mustangs here are coached by Cody Trimble, Logan Woodyard, Braden Cox, Tommy Tryon, and Cameron Beardsley. They've had a pretty successful season. They've dropped a few, but they have had a very strong season coming off of a strong season last year. And the teams are taking to the field. Once again, I'm joined by Ann Toerber on color commentary, Tessa Bigham on the computer, and Aubrey Umscheid running the camera. Ben Argenbright lining up to kick. Looks like Ruiz and Farr back to receive for Medicine Lodge. Kick is received. Running up, he finds the seam, and a group of Mustangs bring him down at the 39-yard line.
Taken down by junior number 44, James Bulkin.
Ruiz with 2 running backs in the backfield, 1 wide receiver out to the right. Man in motion, and a little counter play, and he's able to squeeze out of the Mustangs that read it and get a gain of 4, looks like, for Medicine Lodge. Another man in motion. Ruiz takes the snap, looks like running an option to the left, and he keeps it and is stopped by a pack of Mustangs. Looks like just short of the first down line. It's going to be another short down here.
The Mustang defense continues to push in this third quarter. We are going to see what they have in store for the rest of the game. Crowd is getting fired up.
Ruiz motions his receiver, hands the ball off, and it looks like Medicine Lodge is able to get the first down. That was Brax Farr with the run there, able to carry them to the first down. Lawson Stryker on the tackle there for the Mustangs. with the pitch to the motioning receiver. He's able to break a few tackles. He's brought down by the Mustangs after a gain of 4 yards.
Tackled by senior number 11, Logan Gray.
That was Durham Nittler there on the end around. In the pistol once again, 2 running backs, man in motion from the wing. And he pitches it to his running back there. They find a gap. The Mustangs are racing after him. And it looks like we'll stop him. He takes to the air, which is always a scary maneuver. Able to pick up a few extra yards that way, taking Medicine Lodge to the 10-yard line.
Taken down by senior number 21, Jaden DeWalt.
Looked like Brax Farr again on the run.
Huge play for Medicine Lodge.
First and 10 on the 11-yard line. Nittler in motion with a pitch, and it's on the ground. He's able to fall on it. That was Brax Farr able to fall on that missed pitch. And that gives the Indians a 2nd and long in the red zone. Ruiz takes the snap. Looks like he's dropping back to pass. Some pressure coming in. They've got an open man in the end zone for the touchdown. So touchdown, Medicine Lodge. That looks like Durham Nittler from here, but it's hard to tell with those yellow numbers. So Medicine Lodge has come out and answered like we thought they might. So it's a very good thing for the Mustangs that they were able to hold them before the end of the first half.
This is not going to be a game that the Mustangs can just let up. It's going to be a tough fight to the end.
Absolutely, and I'm sure that's exactly what Cody Trimble was telling them during halftime, to not let off the gas. Medicine Lodge lined up to go for 2. Nittler in motion. Takes the snap. And he's able to get in for the touchdown. Not the touchdown. The extra point, or 2-point conversion. Oh, and they call it short. It looked like a touchdown from here, but they called it short on the field. So that leaves the score 24 Valley Heights, 14 for Medicine Lodge. 8 minutes and 6 seconds left in the third quarter. This is a good break for the Mustangs to keep it at a 10-point gap. Jaden DeWalt and Logan Gray back for the kick for the Mustangs. It's like Dominic Vieira for Medicine Lodge with the kick. Oh, and they've got a shot here to do something big. The ball is still loose. It looked like the Mustangs may have fallen on it there at the end. That was about the break that Medicine Lodge needed, but the Mustangs were able to come up with the ball. Max Shanks under center, Royce Ekstrom out wide, Jaden Dewald in motion. They hand off to Logan Gray, who is able to push forward for maybe a yard and a half.
Second down and 8.
Shanks under center. Takes the ball, hands it off to Gray, who finds the seam. He drives through, breaks another tackle, and it's off to the races for the Mustangs. And Logan Gray will have another big run for Valley Heights.
Mustang touchdown. The crowd is fired up. Everyone is on their feet. Huge play for the Mustangs.
And that has got to feel good after giving up a touchdown to Medicine Lodge. Come back and score fast. Like Ekstrom there for the kick. And a booming kick. That extra point is good. That brings our score. Valley Heights 31, Medicine Lodge 14. We have 7 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third quarter. We once again apologize for any wind noise from atop of the press box here at the Valley Heights football field. Arkenbright setting up for the kick. Looks like Ruiz and Farr back to receive it. Squib kick up the middle. Medicine Lodge is able to fall on it. That will bring up first down for Medicine Lodge from their own 36-yard line. Ruiz in the pistol. One other man in the backfield. Two wide receivers out there. Keeping the Valley Heights defense spread out. Man in motion. He fakes the pitch, keeps it, cuts the other way. He finds a hole in the Valley Heights defense, rushing forward for about a 12-yard gain.
He's taken down by number 6, junior Gavin Crowder.
That brings up a new set of downs for the Indians, looking to take a shot downfield. 2 men in the backfield with Ruiz. He takes the snap, running out to the left, looking for a pass. He throws it deep. He's got an open man, and he just barely overthrows him. Pass intended for number 6, Jack Schreiner.
About 6.5 minutes left of the third quarter.
Second and 10 for the Indians. Nittler in motion. They pitch there too far. The Mustangs are able to bring him down after a gain of about 2. The Valley Heights faithful are firing up their voices, trying to help out our defense here on this important third down. Expect Medicine Lodge to take to the air. 2 wide receivers out on the right. Ruiz takes the snap, looking for a receiver. The pressure is there, and they bring him down. A big loss.
Number 44, James Bulkin, takes him down with one arm.
A big sack by Bulkin. Looks like Logan Gray in there to help bring him down at the end. That makes it 4th and 16. The Indians in punt formation. DeWalt to receive the kick. Another high snap just about over his head. He's able to get it back and punt it. And he got a good bounce this time. I make it Valley Heights ball on their own 15-yard line. So a good punt from number 3 of Medicine Lodge, Ruiz. Shanks under center. He takes this ball, hands it off to DeWalt, who's running with a full head of steam for a 6-yard gain. I would not have wanted to be in his way. Got 3 running backs in the backfield. Shanks takes the snap, hands it off to, looks like DeWalt. And the Indians are able to bottle them up this time. Maybe a gain of a half a yard there for the Mustangs. It's like they're getting a change of play from the sideline. Shanks takes the snap. He keeps it, fakes the pitch. What a move. Running upfield. Brought down at the 36, 37-yard line. A great run by Max Shanks.
Advanced to the 36. And the
Shanks takes the snap. Looks like there may have been some confusion on the Mustang offense of what that play was. No gain, and there is a flag down. The Mustangs are getting backed up after a chop block penalty. And that is a big penalty.
Still about 3 minutes to go in this third quarter.
That makes it 1st and 25 for the Mustangs. They're going to have to do some work through the air now. Ekstrom wide to the left. Shanks takes snap, keeps it, pitches it out to DeWalt, who is making his way up the sideline, pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line, making up a few of those yards that were lost. Makes it 2nd and 18 for the Mustangs. The Indians are looking for a big stop here. Shanks under center. Gray and DeWalt behind him. Hands it off to DeWalt, who finds a seam, but they're able to bring him down. Number 25, Skylar Smith, able to grab on to DeWalt and bring him to the ground. 3rd and 11 for the Mustangs. Shanks takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it, starts heading upfield. They're able to stop him with a gain of 2 from the looks of it. Mustangs in punt formation. It's like number 27 back there for the kick. Oh, excuse me, 21. DeWalt back there for the kick. Snap is good. Nice high punt. The wind stops it a little short. Got a good bounce though. Kicked it to about the Indian 32-yard line. Looks like there might be a little bit of extracurriculars there on the side. Hopefully they clean that up. The referees will hopefully get things back in order. First and 10 Indians. The Mustangs are looking to keep their offense bottled up. And there's a flag on the play, late flag. And it is on the Mustangs for unsportsmanlike conduct. So there is one of the breaks that the Indians needed. That gets them in some much friendlier field position. Ruiz setting up to take the snap. 2 running backs in the backfield with him. Man in motion, that's Nittler. And they hand the ball off to Farr, who is shut down at the line by the Mustangs. And another flag on the play. And that late, you might be thinking unsportsmanlike again. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Indians this time. That sets back those yards that they had gained from the Mustang. Unsportsmanlike. Hopefully the captains on both teams will get their guys in line and keep those flags off the field.
Still about 40 seconds left of the third quarter.
Nope, so they're getting the chains reset. They accidentally brought them back with the penalty. 2nd and 25 for the Indians. And there might be a little bit of confusion of maybe the spot of the ball. The referee's still getting the penalty figured out. Looks like they're talking to Cody Trimble. Maybe some clarification on what is going on. Both teams ready to play out there, waiting for a call to be made. Like the head referee is explaining the call to Medicine Lodge's coach now. They're moving the chains further downfield, so I think they had reset the chains to the wrong position. Everything is all set.
Both
Ruiz,
crowds are getting into it.
Both crowds fired up by the delay. Ruiz back to snap the ball. Takes the snap. He's got 4 receivers running downfield. He throws a bullet that is a little low to his favorite target, Durham Nittler. Royce Ekstrom there to cover the pass. Looks like several wide receivers out here. Looks like 4 receivers potentially going out on routes this play for Medicine Lodge. Scrambles out to the left, sets up, some pressure coming in from the Mustangs. He throws a pass, finds his man, crossing the 50 there. That is number 42, I believe, for Medicine Lodge with that catch. That is Sawyer Stone. A big gain for Medicine Lodge, bailing them out of that bad field position. First and 10, Medicine Lodge in Mustang territory. Ruiz in the pistol, takes the snap, drops back deep to pass. Have a receiver that fell over there who was open, and the pass is broken up by a Mustang rusher.
About 3 seconds left of this quarter.
Medicine Lodge will have one more shot this quarter. The Valley Heights crowd amping it up, putting some pressure on Medicine Lodge's offense. Ruiz takes a snap, drops back to pass. 4 wide receivers out there. Pressure's on him. He's able to scramble loose. Sneaks upfield to about the 38-yard line. It's a good scramble to close out the third quarter for Medicine Lodge. So that'll be the end of the third quarter. Have another public service message from the Kansas State High School Activities Association and Valley Heights Video Productions. Ask any sports enthusiast what fall means in Kansas, and they'll tell you football, cross country, volleyball, soccer, and much more. The best in entertainment, sportsmanship, and community involvement will unfold during the next few months. Activities give fans the opportunity to show how much pride they have in our youth and to talk about their accomplishments. Support your school's student body, faculty, and administration. Once again, that was a public service message from the Kansas State High School Activities Association and Valley Heights Video Productions. It's like the Valley Heights cheer squad getting the student section amped up between the third and fourth quarter, making sure that energy does not die out. And how big of an impact do you think that's making on the team?
Huge impact. Just watching the sidelines, quarterback senior Max Shanks always trying to amp up the crowd. He's doing a great job at that.
And let's give some credit to the Indian student section. They had quite a few students travel, and they have been loud. We can hear them even with the wind over across the field. So their faithful are here and loud as well. Ruiz ready to take the snap from the pistol. 3 wide receivers out to the right. He drops back, scrambling to the right. Cutting back to the left, flag on the play, and it's picked off by Jaden Dewalt, heading to the sideline. A big, big play by the Mustangs, as long as this play does not go back with that flag.
That is one way to open up the fourth quarter.
And another big shift in momentum towards the Mustangs, and that has seemed to be the case since the start of the first quarter when the Indians had that big interception on the first drive. Looks like it probably was a holding call declined by the Mustangs in favor of that interception. The Mustangs take over on their own 46-yard line. Shanks under center. Takes it and he keeps it, looking for a hole. He's able to sneak forward for a gain of about 4. They give him 3. That'll make it 2nd and 7 for the Mustangs. The Indian student section making some noise. Lots of men in the backfield. Looks like there's a little confusion on the lineup. Shanks takes the snap, hands it off to Logan Gray, who's able to pound forward, making it 3rd and about 1.5 for the Mustangs. A big 3rd down, a 1st down here, will allow the Mustangs to continue running the clock, taking away a lot of the Indians' chances of coming back here in the 4th quarter. Shanks under center, Logan Gray and Jaden Dewalt behind him. He takes the snap, hands it off to Dewalt, who's able to push forward for the 1st down. Brought down by a pack of Medicine Lodge players there. Puts the ball on the 44-yard line. Clock will tick down below 10 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. And the Mustangs are going to milk every second of that clock as they get their play called in. Shanks, oh, he loses the ball on the snap. He's able to fall on it from the looks of it. That was almost a disaster for the Mustangs, which would have opened the door wide open for Medicine Lodge.
He got lucky there.
He certainly did. Makes it 2nd and 13. The Mustangs behind the sticks need to make up a few yards here. Shanks takes the snap, hands it off to Logan Gray, who's just about able to get back to their original yard line for this set of downs. It's like only a gain of about 1. Make it 3rd and 11. Expect the Mustangs to take to the air here, but probably with some caution. Interception here would cause a big flip of field position. Shanks takes it, drops back for the pass, looking for Ekstrom. He's got his man, he pulls it in. What a catch. Great catch by Royce Ekstrom. Excellent coverage by Nittler from the Indians.
One of the best catches of the night.
Absolutely. He was covered perfectly. There was nothing more that could have been done to stop that catch from being made. Royce Ekstrom just muscles through it to pull that ball in.
About 8 minutes left of the 4th quarter.
And the wind is picking up as we approach the end of this game. Shanks under center. Takes a snap, hands it off to Dewalt. Slips up a little bit, still able to gain about 2 yards. The Mustang line still dominating up there, opening up huge holes for our running backs. Shanks takes the snap. And a reverse to Jaden Dewalt, who was able to sneak forward for about another yard. Not quite the gain we were hoping with that play. on the 26-yard line, 3rd and 6 for the Mustangs. Dewald in motion. Shanks takes the snap. Nothing there. He's able to push forward, find a hole. And the pile is stopped. It looks like about a yard short from the marker. A timeout by Medicine Lodge there to stop the clock at 5 minutes, 55 seconds. A stop here keeps their hopes alive. If the Mustangs are able to push through and score this drive, their outlook is relatively bleak. The Acacia Game Day Showcase will be held on November 22nd and 23rd at the Stormont Vale Event Center in Topeka. Mark your calendar and plan to attend the Game Day Dance Showcase on Friday, November 22nd, and the Game Day Cheer Showcase on Saturday, November 23rd. Information about the Game Day Showcase may be obtained by contacting the Kansas State High School Activities Association at 785-273-5329. So the winner of this game will go on next week to face off to the winner of the Conway Springs and Plainville game happening in Conway Springs right now. Conway Springs, of course, is 10-0 so far this season. Plainville is 8-2. So a big matchup happening in Plainville right now. DeWalt with the run. He finds a huge hole for the first down, getting the Mustangs into the red zone, deep into the red zone.
That was a great push for DeWalt.
The Mustangs in prime position to continue running the clock and threatening yet another touchdown. Mustangs with 3 running backs in the backfield. Shanks under center. Takes the ball, pitches it to DeWalt, who's able to push forward, led by a pack of lead blockers. A 5-yard gain for DeWalt. Shanks under center. Mustangs in a power package there. Takes the snap, pitches it to DeWalt again. And the Indians are able to stop them a little shorter than last time. Only a gain of 1 for the Mustangs. Another timeout is called by Medicine Lodge. 4 minutes, 22 seconds left in the game. The Mustangs are burning that clock efficiently right now.
The wind is picking up. It is currently 53 degrees here at Valley Heights. So a cold night for Valley Heights football.
Both teams taking back to the field. Mustangs with 2 wide receivers out to the left. It's number 5, Tristan Pearson, and number 2, Caden Dummermuth. Shanks takes the snap, hands it off to Logan Gray, who is immediately grabbed by the Indian line. Number 70, looks like he was the first one to grab him. That is Lathan Martin from the Indians. Another timeout from Medicine Lodge. Clock is at 4 minutes, 14 seconds. So that'll be a big 4th and 1 now for the Mustangs. Converting here will be big. The Indians are able to stop them. That keeps their hopes alive as long as they can make their way down the field quickly. Cheerleaders and band keeping the Valley Heights crowd fired up. And one thing our watchers missed over halftime was Brooklyn Coleman's band playing some great songs over the halftime.
They never fail to disappoint.
Valley Heights in that power package again. 3 backs behind Max Shanks. Hands it off to Dewalt, pushing forward. And he gets it, no doubt. A big pickup for the Mustangs.
Go.
All right, Mustangs using up every second of that clock they can. Shanks under center, hands it off to Dewalt once again, and he pushes forward for the touchdown. There's a flag on the play. We'll see if that brings that touchdown back. It would be a big blow for the Mustangs, but it will allow them to run off some more clock if they are not given the touchdown. It's like a holding call on the Mustangs, so that touchdown will come back. Mustangs on the 13, no first down for them. Shanks takes the snap, hands it off to Dewalt. He pushes forward, big gain. The pile is still moving, and there they blow it dead. Dewalt takes it all the way to the 5.
Great push for Dewalt.
Absolutely. He's running full steam ahead. It's hard to stop a running back moving that quickly. The clock ticking down within 3 minutes now as the Mustangs continue to burn off the clock. Shanks waiting for that back judge to start signaling to him. Takes the snap, hands it off to Dewalt. Medicine Lodge almost gets him in the backfield. They are able to stop him after a gain of about 2. As a good try by the Indians to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, but Jaden's just able to push through. Mustangs lining up once again. Shanks takes the snap, pitches it out to Dewalt, heading for the end zone, and he's brought down inches away. A good open field tackle by Medicine Lodge. Looks like that may have been number 35. Hard to tell from this distance. Would have been Dakota Evans if that's the case. So a very good tackle out on the edge there. Clock approaching 1 minute, currently at a minute 15 seconds left, not leaving much opportunity for Medicine Lodge. Mustangs sneaking it up the middle, pushing the pile, and that looks like a Mustang touchdown. Mac Shanks with the sneak.
The Mustangs just continue to push tonight. That was a great touchdown.
Absolutely, and I think this is a statement game for the Mustang offensive line. I was talking with some of the students this week, and they got bullied last year on the line, and I think they came with a vengeance, and they did not want to let that happen again.
They definitely did.
Ekstrom setting up for the kick for the extra point. Low snap, but the kick is off the uprights. No good. Lots of power, not quite enough accuracy.
Very close for Ekstrom.
The Mustangs setting up for what may be the final kickoff of the night.
Senior Mac Shanks is getting the crowd involved. He is very excited for this game.
Absolutely. He deserves all the praise he's getting from the fans. He has led the Mustangs to a great season. Ben Argenbright stepping back for the kick. A squib kick pitched away to number 2 of Medicine Lodge. As he reaches the edge, he finds a seam and pulls off a great return for the Indians. That was Zane Keller with that good return there. It's like they're spotting the ball at the Mustang 45. 58.3 seconds on the clock.
The Valley Heights crowd is starting to stand and get loud. They are excited for the last 58 seconds of this quarter.
And an unsportsmanlike conduct on the Mustangs is going to move Medicine Lodge further down the field. I'm sure they'll cook up some fun exercises for them at practice next week.
They probably will.
That gives Medicine Lodge the ball on the Mustang 20-yard line. Ruiz alone behind the line. 5 receivers out for him. Pressure coming in. He's scrambling out. He's got room to run. He's keeping it in bounds, fighting for the yards. Gets the first down. Putting Medicine Lodge at the 10-yard line. The time may be running out, but they are not quitting. all credit due to the Medicine Lodge Indians still putting up a fight tonight. It's first and goal, Medicine Lodge on the 10-yard line. Ruiz alone in the pocket. Takes the snap. He sees a hole. He steps forward, fakes the pass. And it takes a huge pack of Mustangs to slow him down, and he fights forward for the touchdown. Just a gargantuan effort from Ruiz for that touchdown. There were 5 or 6 Mustangs hanging off of him before he made it over that line. 39.3 seconds left in this game. Medicine Lodge setting up for the 2-point conversion. 4 wide receivers out, 1 man in motion. That's Nittler. You gotta expect him to be the target here. Ruiz rushed out of the pocket, scrambling. He finds his man in the back of the end zone. Nittler for the 2-point conversion. So that brings the score 42-22. That doesn't seem right. 45-22. I think there may be some stuff going on inside the press box for the scoreboard. There we go. 37-22. That looks a little better.
The crowd is getting excited. The last 39 seconds of the game, and the Mustangs are up.
So next week's game, depending on who wins the Conway Springs-Plainville game, if Conway Springs comes out victorious, the Mustangs will be traveling to Conway Springs. If Plainville pulls off the upset, then they will be traveling here to Valley Heights, nestled between Blue Rapids and Waterville, for the sub-state matchup. Looks like DeWalt and Dummermuth back for the kick. And it's an onside, which is to be expected. The Mustangs are able to fall on it at the 50-yard line. And I would anticipate some victory formation. The Mustangs are excited on the field, hyping up the crowd for these last few seconds of the game. Then the Mustangs lined up in victory formation. A well-deserved win, hard-fought battle for both teams. Medicine Lodge did not make it an easy game for the Mustangs, fighting hard in the trenches.
And there goes the Mustangs, pulling out a victory, 37-22. The crowd is getting loud.
An exciting game for both teams. Valley Heights coming off on top as the clock ticks down. Both teams, of course, heading to shake one another's hands. Valley Heights student section jumping in the stands right now.
Huge win for the Mustangs, and they get revenge.
They did. Revenge never tasted sweeter, I'm sure, for those boys right now. They've been thinking about this game probably all playoffs. Well, with that final score, Mustangs 37, Medicine Lodge 22. I'm Ryan Ehrlich,
I'm Ann Toerber.
and we're here with Tessa Bigham and Aubrey Umscheid signing out. We hope to see you all next week as we head to Substate.